Welcome to this masterclass, Meditate with Purpose to Transform Your Life. For the ones who are new, I'm Gaitana, and together with Yantal, we share the enlightened education teachings that we receive from the Ascended Masters to support human planetary enlightenment and ascension. We are very focused on liberation, and we have created a leadership, mastery, and mentorship curriculums to meet you wherever you're at on your journey of liberation. So today, we will be focusing on the power of meditation. We know that many people meditate, others have not really discovered meditation and this alchemical power. But for many people, we have learned that they meditate, but they are not getting the results of meditation. So we want to make sure that there's so much information around what meditation is, how to meditate. So hopefully today, in this hour we have together, we want to illuminate a little bit the details, the essentials of meditation, respecting all the traditions you might be coming from, all the religions, all the spiritual traditions, lineages you might be coming from, because we represent universal spirituality. We share teachings from East and West, the Christ, the Buddha paths. And we believe that we are in an age, the age of Aquarius, where we have to all understand that all the paths are one. They're leading back to the I am. So we want to simplify that way to God by having a common language, understanding that the Christ, the Buddha, they taught the same things. So wherever you're at, whatever your tradition is, you're welcome to this community. So I want to start with a few limiting beliefs around meditation, because human beings only get to do things when they see the value, right? Unless we see the value of something, we don't get really involved. So let's start with the limiting beliefs and clear a little bit all the nonsense around meditation so that we are clear on the benefit, and then we can connect with the essentials. And just check within yourselves if you're holding any of these limiting beliefs or similar ones. It's okay. We are retraining ourselves to understand the value of a path of liberation. So one of the possible limiting beliefs you may be holding is meditation is not necessary. It is a waste of time. It is non-productive. So just check in with yourself. Are you feeling that on a certain level of your being? It's a waste of time, basically, right? Why bother meditate? Another belief could be meditation does not impact my life. It's a beautiful activity I do to calm myself down a little bit, but it's not really shifting my reality. So there may be a disconnection between meditation and your reality. Another belief could be, I don't see the value in meditating every day. I'm saying every day. It's something I do occasionally, but doing it every day, I don't see the value of that experience. Could be, it's okay. Another one could be, I think that meditation just helps me relax. For many people, meditation is kind of the alternative to the Valium. I just relax a little bit, calm myself down, de-stress myself, which of course is included, but that's not the ultimate goal of meditation. And then another limiting belief that I have found is that people think that external postures are key. So how I sit, if I do a mudra, or if my back is, upright. So of course you have to find the posture that benefits you, but it's not in the external posture that you will receive the benefit of meditation. You just have to relax the body and allow the body to cooperate with experience. But the inner postures are more important. Okay, so just check in with yourself. What is your relationship with meditation today? If you hold any of these limiting beliefs or other similar ones. And that's your first step towards meditating with purpose. Whatever you're thinking, it's okay. We've all been conditioned to not want to sit in meditation or to create our altars or the meditation space. It's something that we have to reintroduce into our daily practices because it's important. So I want to share a few essentials to get started or to upgrade your meditation practice if it's something you're already doing. So from the ones who are connecting live today, are you all doing any form of meditation practice? Is it your first time that you are going to discover this? Are you all meditating right now? Yes.
It's my first time.
Beautiful. Okay, you're welcome. And I'm glad you are coming here so that we can give you the essentials and you start without any vices. You don't have to correct so many things. No, that's amazing. Someone is saying on the chat box, I am doing meditation, but not every day. Good. So a few of the essentials to meditation. The benefits, why get started. First of all, meditation will bring balance to your life. It will help you dissolve reactivity, be able to respond in a more conscious way to whatever you're experiencing or creating. And it will give you the balance during the day that you will have time to serve, whether it's your self-healing first, you serve yourself first, or you're serving, supporting others on their healing journeys. So you will have time to serve yourself and others, to contemplate, to become introspective, to be replenished, to extract medicine from your daily experiences, and then to rest, to allow your bodies to fully recover when you go to sleep. So meditation will bring balance to your life, and balance is key to be functional divine beings. So you can't just meditate all day long, but also you cannot not meditate at all. You have to find the balance there once you understand why you meditate. So the first thing is for balance, to be replenished, to connect with yourself, to be more present, to be more conscious as a creator of reality. The second benefit, meditation will help you empty and balance your 4 lower bodies. We all have a physical body, that's obvious. We have also an emotional body, a mental body, and an etheric body. The etheric body is where all the records and memories of this lifetime, other lifetimes, or parallel lifetimes are stored. Unless we clear those records, we keep on creating reality the same way. So whenever we meditate, the first impact will be on the 4 lower bodies. All that is there will come to the surface. That's why people say, oh, I try to meditate, but it's not a nice experience. Because you are connecting with your lower bodies, okay? The ones that you have to be ascending and crystallizing. Why do we have to clear the lower bodies? First of all, to clear all the records of limitation and suffering, but also because when those bodies are lighter, we can connect with our higher self. Most of humanity is functioning from the lower bodies. So people think that when they express their emotions or their thoughts or belief system, they say, I believe this, I'm expressing this. But that's not you. Those are the memories, the information in your lower bodies. So we have to clear them enough so that you can make the connection with your higher self, your real self, your Christ self, your inner master. And that's how you start experiencing you for the first time. Not all you have accumulated, not all the ancestral programming, but the authentic true self. That's the connection with the higher self. If you want to grow and expand, that is through the higher self consciousness. Why is it also important to be emptying the 4 lower bodies? We are all connected to Source, whether you call that Source, God, Father, Mother, Alpha, Omega, it doesn't really matter. We are all connected to our Creator. Whether you're aware or not, you are always connected. Why don't you feel the connection? That connection is through a crystal cord, which is invisible to the human eye, which connects your I am presence, your God self, your Christ self, and your threefold flame in your heart. That connection goes to the heart, doesn't go below. The follower bodies are below the heart. So the follower bodies, the soul, has to detach from the follower bodies to ascend to the heart. If the soul does not ascend to the heart, you can never feel the connection, because the crystal cord does not go to the lower bodies on purpose, because then you have to clear the lower bodies to rise to the heart space. So your soul will rise to the heart, your spirit, the God self, will descend to the heart, and there they meet in the sacred temple of your heart. Okay? But you have to crystallize and magnetize the soul to the heart space, and then the soul finds spirit. That's how the soul becomes immortalized. Now, the four lower bodies right now, they don't have a connection because they have to ascend to that frequency of the heart. Yeah? Meditation is a way to do that. Meditation also helps you cultivate the inner virtues that you require to thrive. Many people think that to liberate themselves, to make progress on the path, they need external things. It all starts with inner cultivation, because the soul does not ascend because it has money or contacts or a bank account. The soul needs virtue, accumulation of merit to rise, right? So with meditation, what we do is we cultivate the inner virtues that we require to thrive. So we see in this journey initially that people will generally compensate for their fears or wounding or insecurities by accumulating possessions, friends, degrees, objects, stuff. But you really need to create a strong foundation of self-worth to realize yourself. Nothing external will help you rise. You need merit, you need virtues. You need to crystallize, to reconvert, to shift your inner energy, okay? So self-worth is the foundation. And you or I, we can't feel worthy because of what we have. We can only feel worthy if we are loving ourselves more and more every day. Meditation is a gateway for that. So for many people, the limiting belief is, because I have created all this, I love myself. Because of the great reality I have created, I love myself. The truth is, because I love myself, I can create all this. It's from the inside out. External reality will never fulfill you, will never comfort you, will never resolve anything permanently. It's just a container. It's something you're choosing to get liberated, to get ultimately enlightened. But the answers are not in the container. It's what you're holding within. Yeah. So meditation makes sure that you let go of all that is not serving you, your false identity, your ancestral programming, and you can create this communion with your higher self so that you start accelerating the remembrance process. Like, who am I really? What am I here for? What is my purpose? And you have to be in the heart for that. And the other thing we want to mention is that we are in a moment which is challenging because we are transitioning from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age, or from a dark age to a golden age. And so we are all experiencing this global shift in consciousness. We are all being reconverted, we are all being transmuted, and we are evolving every single day. So we find that for many people, meditations and prayers are focused on problem solving. Like people sit down to meditate and they go to an ascended master or to God saying, I have all these problems and challenges. Can you help me, right? And give me more money. I don't like this relationship. Remove this person from my reality, okay? Most people meditate to ask God to remove the unpleasant things from their realities. Where meditation really is an encounter. It's a full immersion into your reality. So that you identify your programming, you understand what's going on inside of you, why you're creating or attracting what you are creating or attracting. So meditation is not an escape mechanism from life. It's full immersion. If you really meditate well, the way you start the meditation practice and the way you end should be completely different. The one who comes out of the meditation should be a new being. There has to be a shift in every single practice. Not after 10 practices, every single practice, something should be happening. Yeah. In every meditation practice, God, your God self, will inspire you to find what has permanent value. Not focus on money, superficial change, like authentic transformation. What should I truly be concentrating on to become liberated? So all the energy that is going outside to consume things, to get things, to attach to things, all that will be verticalized so that you make that connection with your God self, with the Christ self, and you can empty yourself from all addictions and attachments and insecurities and fears to create a strong foundation of self-worth, strength, determination, conviction. And it's easier then to reprogram yourself, okay? And the key in meditation, if you understand this, you really understand everything. What happens when you meditate? If you truly meditate, again, not just the external posture, I sit down, I have all the resources there, but I don't really make the connection from my higher self. When you meditate, you receive a transmission, an energy download from your Christ self, from your I am presence. Because you meditate to connect with source. Yeah? So you will receive an energy download. What is an energy download? What is an energetic transmission? It's an attunement. And what is an attunement? Something that will correct something inside of you. To attune is to align. It means something was off. That's why you have to meditate. If everything was in alignment, you didn't have to meditate, right? So with every transmission, with every meditation, you're receiving this energy from your higher self, I am presence, that will correct something. That's why there should be a shift in every single meditation practice. Every time you're in a session, every time you receive an empowerment, because something is being corrected. Something egoic that is off path, that is disconnected from love truth, gets to be corrected. That's what's happening in meditation. That's why so many people don't like meditation, because you have to grow. You have to correct things inside. You have to align things. And the ego will resist the process. The ego does not like to sit in meditation. Okay? So if you're meditating correctly, the shift is instant. This is my experience. I meditate, I shift something in my reality. My community knows that. Like every single time I sit to meditate every morning, something changes. I can't stay the same because I'm receiving all this download of frequency from source, the ascended masters, my own God self. Then I cannot be the same as I finish the practice. Then I didn't learn anything. I didn't grow. So meditation is for growth, not for personal growth. We don't want your personality growing. It's for soul growth. Your soul, your essence is growing. It's rising. It's detaching from the four lower bodies, the foundation, to go meet the spirit in the heart. So there's a detachment and clearing and purification process that needs to happen during meditation. Yeah. The good thing is you don't have to go to a place to meditate. You meditate in your temple. It's enough to have a heart. You all do have a heart. I'm talking about the heart chakra, of course. And in the heart chakra, there's a secret chamber where the threefold flame is. It's a flame of power, love, and wisdom. You all have that. That's all you need to be meditating. Then you can go to the places you want, okay? But you get started by sitting wherever you want to sit, in a place that is quiet without distractions. And then you just go to the temple of your heart. Your God self will meet you there. If you make the effort to raise your frequency a little bit so that the spirit can descend and meet you there. But you have to collaborate by stepping outside of your lower bodies, all the drama, all the conflict, all the victim mindset. Stretch a little bit to make the connection with the higher self. Yeah. So a few tools or reminders or tips to create your meditation ritual or upgrade it, and then we go to the actual energy practice. Ideally, choose a quiet place. You don't need much, just a quiet place, a room, a corner, nature. If you can build an altar. By altar, I mean just a little thing you have there, a table or something where you have whatever helps you make your connection with source. It can be crystals, it can be a candle, it can be the image of a guru or a deity or an ascended master, just whatever helps you make the connection. It's a reminder, okay? And you're creating a force field of light, a funnel, so that the ascended consciousness can really go into your home and you start receiving the transmission every single day. So your altar is a focus of light. You can create that. You can have flowers there, whatever connects you with your divine self. That's the only important thing. So that will facilitate your connection with the ascended host, with source, and the altar and the quiet space that is clean and organized and not cluttered is an expression of your devotional love. To really make meditation work, there has to be devotional love. You don't do it in a hurry. You don't do it running. You don't do it quickly just to complete that. It's not a chore. It's your devotional daily practice to connect with your God self. Isn't that sacred that we stop and we take it seriously? Yeah? So that's the space that you can create for yourselves. And if you say, oh, I don't live in a big place, or just a corner in your room, where you sit there, you have a candle, incense if you want, flowers, an image that helps you connect. That's all you need. All the rest, you go to the heart. The second important thing is to clarify your intention. Like, be very honest. What's your motivation to do the practice? Because you're establishing a connection, a communication with divinity, with the divine frequency. And you can imagine that if you're going to invoke your Christ self or I am presence, you have to make a good use of that time. Don't call on to your Christ self in a master to waste your time or waste their time, right? Like, you sit there with a good reason for choosing to meditate instead of doing something else. So that's your intention, the why, the purpose. What is motivating me to sit here? And unless you have a clear motivation and you're going to surrender something, sacrifice an aspect of the small self in that practice, don't meditate. Because that's the purpose of a meditation. You will sacrifice a layer of your personality there. Sacrifice means dissolve, right? That's why you go into meditation with your Holy Christ self. So the intention has to be clear. If I sit down there to meditate and I'm not planning on changing anything inside or outside, Just don't meditate because it won't work. You can, if it helps you connect, place your power mudra over your lap. Power mudra is a gesture with the hand. So that this is a mudra. This is a mudra. Like any gesture with the hands that you know from the Christ or the Buddha, or the one that comes spontaneously from your heart. Whenever you are joining or using the right hand and the left hand in whatever position, if they are touching or not, that helps you unify the masculine, the feminine, the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. So the mudra is something that helps you come into unity consciousness. And then every single mudra has a different meaning. You don't have to know the meaning, it doesn't really matter, but it's just make the connection. You know, both hemispheres, masculine, feminine, and just sit there in unity consciousness. Yeah. So that will relax you. You will feel peace to whatever degree you can feel peace in that moment and harmony. And you take it from there. Okay. So use your hands to create the connection. Then what we teach is we co-create and mentor with the Ascended Masters. So there's different rays. You can be invoking different days of the week. There are 7 main rays that are the connection between us, humanity, and Source. So if you know those rays, you can be invoking them. Most of what we are sharing is from our ebook, Enlightened Education. The ones who want to get started with us in this journey, that's like the primary book you can go to, because we explain our vision, mission, all this technology of the Ascended Masters and the rays. So for anyone wanting to join our community, if you have that ebook, it's very recommendable because all that I'm explaining is there and much more. So you have the rays there, and the different traditions invoke, for example, on Monday, some invoke the blue ray, some invoke the pink ray. All the other days, there's consensus, okay? So it doesn't really matter exactly the ray that you're invoking per day, just invoke higher consciousness in whatever way you can do that, okay? So there's an invocation that needs to happen. You call onto somebody. Jesus, an Ascended Master, Mother Mary, an Archangel, someone who can help you sit there in meditation and help you with the process, okay? Then you can give daily prayers, decrees, affirmations. We have light codes in our technology. Why do you do that? Apart from sitting there and making the connection, you have to raise your frequency. You have to reprogram your subconscious records and memories and connect with Source. Yeah. So the power of the spoken word, whatever you express, whatever you say, is shifting your reality. Because the moment you pronounce something different, your voice that has authority on the field will manifest something different. All that we are saying, even silently, is creating reality. So I'm saying, poor me, all the problems I have, creating reality. If you do a decree or a prayer, which is very high vibrational, you create that reality from the prayer or the light code or the affirmation. So whatever we are saying is very important. It's creating reality. So before creating our own prayers or decrees or affirmations, at the very beginning, it's more beneficial to receive them from someone who has already created them, to make sure we quickly start pronouncing something that is more in alignment with what we want to create, rather than self-sabotaging mechanisms, self-criticism, condemnation, lack, limitation, suffering, punishment, okay? Most of the lower bodies are functioning in self-punishment. Have you noticed that? It's all self-condemnation, self-punishment, you're not good enough. There's a lot of wounding there. So we have to take the attention away from the lower bodies a little bit and start reprogramming those lower bodies so that they function from a higher frequency. And then we get to create other outcomes. Yeah. It's also recommendable to do some breath work, pranayama or breath work. The foundational one we give is the square breath, square breathing, which is you inhale to the count of 4, you hold to the count of 4, you exhale to the count of 4, you hold to the count of 4. The whole purpose of the breath work is to clear your energy centers, clear your chakras, shift energy, okay? detach from the lower bodies, empty the records so that you can be more present and stay in meditation. And then, as we said before, it's ideal if when you set the intention and the right motivation, you choose a virtue you want to be focusing on that day. The one that we recommend to start with is compassion. For everyone, compassion. Not just at the beginning of the journey, like throughout the journey. Why do we need compassion? We will have to heal a lot in this journey. Unless we're compassionate, we will stay in denial. We won't want to do the inner work. We will reject the initiations. So compassion makes sure that you can face whatever you have to face with loving kindness. It's the best foundation to support yourself and to cultivate self-worth. When there is no compassion, there's judgment, mainly towards yourself. And if you're judging yourself, you can't grow. Have you seen that if you judge or punish someone, they grow and they are joyfully wanting to expand? No, right? Let's start with ourselves. So compassion is foundational. It's what we call the karuna consciousness. It's a Sanskrit word, karuna, compassion. So compassion is not pity. Compassion will make me proactive, responsible for what I have to be healing, and with loving kindness. Not pushing myself more than I need, not doing less than I need. It will give you balance, the compassion, okay? And basically it will give you the strength, the enthusiasm to illuminate all your limiting patterns to get liberated. You will want to heal. You will want to empty yourself because you love yourself so much that you don't want to delay the process, and you're willing to really slay the dragon. The dragon is the metaphor for the ego. You will love dissolving layers of programming or personality because they are the ones that are making you suffer. Yeah? But if you don't have compassion, you will feel that in every initiation, in every meditation practice, you're being challenged, you're being confronted. Yes? Because it's the victim receiving all that. So through compassion, we start dissolving the victim mindset. The victim is highly reactive, does not want to see anything, does not want to take responsibility, feels attacked. Yeah. So if I feel attacked when I meditate, I won't be able to grow. That's what compassion is for. Yeah. So let's go into a short practice. That is the one that we want to teach you today, to share with you so that you have something to be doing during the day, during the week. So we'll start with a sacred breath, which is this square breathing that we also encode in a certain way. So the sacred breath is you inhale to the count of 4. I will guide you. You hold to the count of 4. You exhale to the count of 4. You hold to the count of 4. When you inhale, I will remind you of this, you will just say internally, I receive. I receive. Because with every intake, inhale, you are receiving new frequency. Whether it's inspiration or a transmission or a code, something. You're receiving something, whether you're aware or not. When you hold for the first time, you will say, I alchemize. Because every time you receive new frequencies, something starts shifting. There's now contrast. There's a new energy that will want to find its way to set into your system. When you exhale, you will say, I return. I return meaning the shift has already happened. The limiting programming is coming to the surface. I return all the limitations back to source. I don't want to carry this anymore. I don't want to identify with this anymore. I just want to release myself from all the limiting programmings and the suffering. So I return, give it back to source. And the last step, number 4, you hold for the second time. I re-encode. Re-encode is you imprint the energy with new codes because you've received the inspiration, okay, with the in-breath. So let's just do it first with inhale, hold, exhale, hold. I'll then remind you of the words. The words are not important. It's for you to understand the alchemical process that you're stepping into. So you're receiving new frequency, inspiration, a new vision, something that will do an alchemy, will shift something. You return what you no longer want. You re-encode. Yeah? So connect before we do the sacred breath. What is the main limiting pattern that you want to be challenging today? Something that is not serving you, that you could not overcome yet. Now is the moment all together, because we have the power of the community all here together to do the alchemy. So what do you want to be liberating yourself from? It can be a habit, an emotion, attachment to something or someone, any form of suffering, any form of lack or limitation that is expressing in your reality. But you have to make the choice, because you have free will. Unless you choose to liberate yourself from something, that won't be liberated automatically, okay? You make the choice. So bring that to your heart, the decision, the conviction to liberate something, sacrifice something, surrender to something. And now, yes, let's go into the sacred breath. So inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. You continue. I receive, I alchemize, I return, I re-encode. I receive and feel that you're receiving something new. I alchemize, allow that to shift you. I return, I re-encode. I receive, I alchemize, I return, I re-encode. Continue breathing normally. You can do the sacred breath as long as you want. I'm doing a short version today because I want to share more. That is just to create more peace and harmony. Relax the lower bodies. Want to stay there before you do the meditation. You connect with the present moment. You make sure nobody or nothing is distracting you. You're in a quiet space. And what we suggest now you do in the meditation per se, so you prepare with the breath, and then we have these other 4 words that are codes to go into the meditation. Intend, invoke, receive, transform. I'll walk you through the process. So you start the meditation by setting your intention. You focus on your highest vision, not the ancestral thing, not the easy thing, not an external solution or a quick fix. The highest vision for yourself, for your evolution. And you let go of superficial goals, because again, the right motivation is important. So why am I really sitting today here to meditate? And become very sober, very honest with that intention. Because the intention will guide the rest of the meditation. Yeah? So don't deceive yourself. Be honest about what you need that day or that week or in that moment. So first you intend. You write it down, you take it to your heart, you feel it, however it works for you, you visualize it, the intention. This is very humbling, because if you really come up with the right intention, it means that you need something from source. there's something that needs to shift in your reality. Yeah. So the intention should be humbling. Source, God, higher self. I need to change. I need more compassion. I need more healing. I need to stop abandoning myself. Okay. There's a need, a desire of the soul for more. That's the intention. If it's more of the same or it's just material stuff, not the right intention. That will come if you need it. How do you really need to mature on a soul level? So that's a good intention. Then you need to invoke. Now we need help. Your own personality will not take you to the other side of this, okay? You need support from the heavenly realms. So invocation means you co-create your desired reality with the ascended masters, with the light beings, whoever you believe in, source, God itself. So you need a mentor that will not allow you to deceive yourself and will help you listen to the voice of your higher self. Very few people listen to the voice of the higher self. People are listening to the lower bodies. You need a mentor. Initially, get one from the ascended realms. Master Jesus is the most popular. Saint Germain for the age of Aquarius, someone, but get a mentor. Because otherwise you will be trapped in your mind. You will think you're receiving transmissions that are from on high and they are from the lower bodies. So the ego construct, it's very, very difficult to dissolve on your own. You need a mentor. So initially, the one that is handy is someone in the 5D or beyond. Eventually, if you get an earthly mentor, that's ideal. But start wherever you are right now. So you sit there in your room, invoke someone. Yeah, Master Jesus, Saint Germain. Saint Germain, he's the hierarch of the Aquarian age, okay? He will be with us for more than 2,000 years. So you can go to Saint Germain. Please help me listen to my higher self during the meditation. Otherwise, you won't extract from the meditation what you're really looking for. It can be deceiving, okay? So you need a mentor. It's important. So you invoke whomever you believe in, and you start there. As you mentor with the Ascended Masters, more things will display and more resources will be manifesting in your reality. But start there. If it's an angel, an archangel, whoever you believe in. You invoke someone out of faith. If you don't have faith in the mentor you're invoking, it won't serve you. Faith will activate everything. So you set the intention, you invoke. Third step, now and only now can you receive. Receive means you are receptive, you surrender, you don't have to control what happens during the meditation practice. You will be shown something. So you just sit there in an open space, open mind, open heart, open consciousness, listening to your divine guidance. What will your inner guide show you? More of your life plan and your new direction in life. Do people love receiving their new direction? Oh, no, because we have to change, right? So if you're receiving something, it will be a new direction. If it's old, it's not coming from the higher self. Guidance is new because it's in this now moment. Okay? So you receive not what you expect to be receiving, that's control, what you have to be receiving. And then you grow and you shift. And the fourth step, transform. You apply. This is what most people don't do. They never get here to the application. I received everything. Oh, I don't like the new direction. I have to work. I have to do the inner work. I'm not going to apply what I received. So you apply what your higher self has revealed to you, even if you don't understand it, even if it's scary, even if you say, where is this leading? Okay, you are obedient to your I am presence and God self. You apply what your higher self has revealed to you, and you celebrate your evolution. Because what has happened, if you complete this process, you now have a new foundational frequency. You are here, now you're here. So your choices are different because you can't keep on behaving this way. You have to shift, you have to grow, you have to mature. It will raise your frequency if you allow the frequency to raise your consciousness, okay? But for that, you have to surrender in the process and not say, I'm coming to the meditation, God, because I want this. Give it to me exactly as I want it. You don't need God for that. You've got yourself. Why do you go into meditation? Because you want to connect with God's way, with God's vision, with God's plan. That means not an external God. You are God. God is in you, is the I am presence in you. Your I am presence, your Christ self, are the only ones who remember your life plan, your spiritual contract for this incarnation. The lower bodies don't remember. So every time you go to consult to the lower bodies, they say like, I've got no idea. I can just suggest this whole thing. It's all that I've got, records, memories. Only your holy Christ self, your I am presence, they preserve your blueprint for this incarnation. Unless you go to them, you won't discover, who you are, what you came here for. So it's very important to understand that you need to connect with the higher self. It's important. You won't be able to do that alone. That's why you go to a mentor. And what I still see that for the majority of people, when they go to an ascended master mentor, someone in the higher realms, because we don't see them, because we don't touch them, because it's pure faith that is keeping the connection. It's not easy sometimes to translate what they are saying. Okay? So when you have a physical mentor, someone on earth that can guide you in the journey, that seems to accelerate everything, because there's no way a physical mentor will allow you to get away with whatever you want to get away with. Okay? So that's good. You deserve that. So if you can really listen to the ascended host and you're sure that you're interpreting that in a fine way, in a pure way, amazing. Doesn't seem to be that easy. So we need both kind of supports at the beginning, okay? So you intend, you invoke, you receive, and then you transform your reality because you apply what you received. So I see many people saying, oh, I received this message, but I'm scared to do that. You have to. It's the only way that something will shift, right? And if you're scared, it's good. If you receive something and you're not a little bit uncomfortable, you didn't receive something that is stretching you. It has to kind of provoke you a little bit and trigger something in you, because otherwise there's no gap. There has to be a gap to grow. Yeah. So if you're just having this beautiful, easy conversation with God, having tea with God, saying, what a nice conversation, God, it's fine. It's amazing to be with you. You're not receiving a transmission then. Like you wake up from your cushion, from the place you meditate, saying, oh God, I have to evolve. I have to mature. I have to make a new choice here. Okay. I have to love myself more. I have to let go of codependency, whatever that may be. But you're receiving a blessing. You're receiving a gift from your higher self that creates movement. If you're meditating, you cannot stay the same. Meditation is flow. It will get you inspired to do something. It will get you to do something you were not doing before because you were abandoning yourself. It creates movement in whatever direction, but it's just move, do something. Yeah, commit to something. Start that, investigate, be curious, get moving, get moving, get moving. That's meditation. It's very peaceful inside. You're just sitting, but it will encourage you to shift reality from the inside out. So if we come from the victim consciousness and we are protecting ourselves from growth, we won't be able to meditate in a good way. We won't either receive the transmission or we will not act upon it. So why go meditate then? Because that's the purpose, right? So whenever we do something, we have to understand what we are doing. So when you meditate, you get this inner counselor, this inner mentor, which is your God self or an ascended master, giving you guidance. And then you take that seriously and you go do something with that. Otherwise, it's a waste of resources. And what happens? By the next time you go meditate, your I am will not be there for you because you haven't been there for the I am. So why does the I am bother if you're not listening, right? So this is a co-creation. Everything in life is co-creation. The I am will descend to you. The Christ self will descend to you if you rise a little bit, if you care to meet spirit. And people, I'm tired. Why do I have to do that? No. Okay. Then don't expect spirit to come to you. Don't expect the purpose to be revealed. Because you don't see even the benefit or the value of shifting a little bit to go find spirit. Why should spirit bother? Right? Spirit will go to one who is paying attention. Spirit will go to one who is really taking the path seriously. If it's not you, there's billions that spirit has to go to. They will go to somebody else, right? So spirit is always there. The I am is always there. Guidance is always there. The present moment is always here. We are always in the present moment. Have you noticed? It's always the present right now. Where are you? What are you using meditation and the present moment for? Are you growing? Are you honoring that connection? It's communion time. You're communing with your Holy Christ self. Doesn't the Christ self deserve your full attention there? Your full receptivity? Your full expansion from that moment? Honor meditation. It's a technology. Meditation is a technology from the 5D. Prayer is a technology. Chanting mantras is a technology for ascension. It's not a nice activity, like I do Pilates and I meditate. It's not activities you do in the day. It's technology to get enlightened and ascend and become liberated. Yes? Honor that. It's very important. So this is the process. We will be uploading this video on our YouTube channel and our website. Our website is gaitanayantal.com. Go to the replay. It is a lot of information for the new ones, maybe. Go through the process. Intend, invoke, receive, transform. But it's very easy. Okay? You set the intention, invoke a mentor, receive the guidance, apply that. That's for life, not even for spirituality. Spirituality is not disconnected from life. You want to start going to the gym, start a diet, same process. Set the intention, invoke a friend from the 5D, receive the guidance, and then step into action. This is life. For whatever you want to be manifesting, this is the process, okay? So you can go back to that. And also for the ones who want to take it further, every Wednesday we share leadership development sessions for the ones who are listening to these transmissions. And then if you get our ebooks or one of the ebooks and you get started with us, if you already purchase a program with us and you receive the initial initiations, you can go on Wednesdays to the leadership development sessions. That's gaitanayantal.com/LD, leadership development, LD. We can support you with your healing journey there. Leadership is for healing. Someone is asking, will our faces be on YouTube? No, I'm being recorded, don't worry. Otherwise, I would have told you before. So you can come on Wednesdays if you need, we all need support, but if you consider you need support and you're honest about that, join us on Wednesdays, to take your next step or initial step with us. You can come there. We create a leadership force field to support you start your healing process or upgrade your healing process. Also, if you want a 15-minute introductory session with us, call us. All the information is in our website. We can have a voice call with you to say, okay, Gaitana, how do I get started? Do I buy a book? Do I go to the Wednesdays? Do I do this process? Is it enough to just watch on YouTube? No, but you have all your questions, so we are very welcome to answer those questions, and especially for the ones who have been with us for a while. You also have your next steps, okay? So connect with us. Don't stay wherever you are for long. We need to keep on moving. We need to keep on going, okay? So we offer to have this voice call for 15 minutes. You can explore a little bit more of our technology. We all come from different backgrounds, different journeys. You don't have to start from the beginning in our community. Depends where you're at. We will identify that. We are good at that. And we can tell you, well, for you, the best thing is this next course or this ebook or this thing or this session, okay? So there you have our website and the leadership development link there. So explore our curriculums. You know, we can support you practically in all your journey. We have the leadership mastery and mentorship curriculum. So we have all this light technology that coming from the Ascended Host. So wherever you're at, we promise we can meet you there, okay? We have medicine, we have keys, we have support wherever you are in your journey. But you have to also take your step towards us so that we can serve you, we can support you and guide you. So thank you. You can go back to the replay, reveal your next step when you apply this process. That could be a good intention. What's my next step? And be honest and mature about that. And if it's us, we offer you to support you. We have lots of tools to be doing that, okay? So thank you. Many, many blessings. Get started. Take the next step. Love you. Bye-bye.